Sei was lying on the cold floor. Her body was frozen. Her mind was completely blank. Her wide eyes stared forward, unable to blink, unable to move, because standing right in front of her was a man she had never seen before. A tall, handsome stranger. And he looked completely unbothered. Sei's thoughts crashed into each other all at once. Why is he here? Who is he? Why? Why is this happening to me? Her breath caught in her throat. Her face burned red. Her entire body stiffened in panic as reality finally hit her. This was not a dream. This was real. And the situation was so shocking that her brain simply stopped working. Then the man spoke, calmly, casually. Why are you here? That single question shattered what little control Sei had left. She gasped and immediately covered her face, her hands trembling as she desperately tried to block her vision. I'm sorry. She blurted out. I only came here to tutor. That's all. Please don't misunderstand. Her voice shook as panic flooded her chest. She had absolutely no idea how she ended up here. And that was when the story rewound. 5 hours earlier. Sei stepped into teen department store with her mother and looked around in quiet amazement. The entire place was decorated for spring. Soft colors, elegant displays. Everything looked expensive and flawless. They really went all out again, Sei thought. No matter how many times I come here, it's always beautiful. Her mother smiled proudly beside her and started speaking. Sei, you know. I know, Sei interrupted, playfully, grabbing her mother's hand. It's your best friend's store. You've told me 1,000 times. Her mother laughed softly. Every time they came here, she told the same story. About her childhood friend. The friend who owned this massive department store. Yet, strangely, Sei had never seen her, even once. Sometimes Sei wondered if her mother was exaggerating. Or maybe even lying. But she never minded. Because whenever her mother talked about that friend, her expression changed. She smiled brighter, lighter, as if she briefly stopped being someone's daughter-in-law and became herself again. In the small neighborhood where Seoul met Gyeonggi Province, Sei's mother had lived for over a decade as the eldest daughter-in-law of a respected family. Her father-in-law had been a school principal. That reputation hung over their home like an invisible weight. For more than 10 years, Sei's mother stopped being Kim Hye-jung. She became only the daughter-in-law. Endless housework. Rigid traditions. 7 ancestral ceremonies every year. Her true feelings were buried so deeply that no one, not even her own children, truly understood them. Until a store clerk approached. Are you looking for something specific? Hye-jung paused, then pointed at a tie. I'll take that one. Sei's eyes widened when she saw the price. 520,000 won. For a tie. Her mother gently pulled her closer. It would look good on soon, don't you think? That was when Sei realized the gift wasn't for her father. It was for her younger brother. Sei protested immediately. He's not even old enough for something like this. And it's way too expensive. But her mother smiled calmly. It's a good gift for the new semester. Sei felt something sink in her chest. She had never received a school entrance gift herself. As the clerk was about to ring it up, they suddenly rushed away mid-payment. Her mother frowned in annoyance. What kind of service is this? Sei noticed something strange. All the staff had gathered near the entrance. Then a woman walked in, and everything stopped. Welcome, Chief Executive Director. The woman immediately scolded them for causing unnecessary commotion and told them to return to their duties. Her voice was firm, controlled, powerful. Sei watched in awe, so professional. And then it hit her. If she was the CEO, then she had to be her mother's best friend. Before Sei could ask, she noticed her mother stiffen. Hye-jung tried to turn away. Mom, Say whispered. Are you okay? You don't look well. I'm fine, her mother said quickly. Let's go. But it was too late. The woman's eyes landed on her. Hai-jung-se froze. She had just heard her mother's name. Hai-jang forced a smile. Mom Yang. It's been a long time. In the next moment, Meng hugged her tightly. Do you know how worried I was? You disappeared overnight. I thought you had died. Hai-jung laughed awkwardly. I'm clearly alive. Just busy. She introduced Se. Meng laughed warmly. Don't be so formal. I'm just your mom's friend. For the first time, Se realized her mother had never lied. But there was something heavy in her expression. Something painful. At Meng's house. The house was massive, luxurious, elegant. Hai-chang asked quietly, You still live here? Se realized that meant this house was over 30 years old. Meng sighed. You knew where I lived. Yet you never came. We could have reunited so much earlier. Hai-jang stared at her own hands. You haven't changed at all. I'm the only one who's aged. Se felt her chest tighten. She finally understood why her mother's smile always looked a little sad. As they sat together, Meng joked lightly. You must be bored listening to old women talk. Se smiled. It's interesting. And I don't get to see houses like this often. Meng studied her closely. You really resemble your mother. You're very pretty. Then casually, are you seeing anyone? Se froze. Hai-jang answered proudly. She's too busy. She pays her graduate tuition herself through tutoring. She even gives her brother allowance. Meng was genuinely impressed. That's incredible. Hai-jang continued. She was top of her class. She's well known among tutors. Se smiled modestly. I just got lucky. But inside, it felt good. Her mother had never praised her before. Then Meng made an offer. She wanted Se to tutor her son, Sun Hoyo, a high school senior struggling to get into a top university. Se hesitated, but her mother squeezed her hand. You're good at this. Then added, with the money, you could help with Sun's new car. Se's smile disappeared. But she still nodded. I'll do it. I'm his older sister, after all. Meng suggested, Se, meet the boy first. He's upstairs, second floor. As Se walked up, her thoughts spiraled. Sun is always first. Do I even exist in my mother's eyes? Maybe this job would finally let her move out. She reached the hallway, looked into a room, and saw him. A man standing there. Everything went black. She gasped and fell. Back to the present. Se lay on the floor, realizing this was exactly how she ended up here. In front of that man. As he calmly wrapped a towel around himself, she squeezed her eyes shut. She panicked. Is he the student? Did I just see something I shouldn't have? I'm sorry, she blurted out again. The man crouched down. Lower your eyes, he said coolly. You're quite bold for someone who says she's sorry. Her face burned. Her thoughts screamed. If my mom finds out, if Aunt Meng finds out, everything will disappear. Then a message arrived. The new tutor is here. Footsteps approached. And everything changed. Se sat stiffly in the chair, her hands folded neatly in her lap. Across from her sat Sun Hoyo, and absolutely unaware of what had just happened upstairs. I'm really sorry, he said sincerely. My brother can be difficult. Se forced a smile. It was just a misunderstanding. Her heart was still racing. Her mind kept replaying the image she was trying desperately to forget. Stop thinking about it. Sun Hoyo studied her face carefully. Did my brother do something? No, she said too fast. She would never tell him the truth. Sun Hoyo nodded, though his eyes showed concern. If anything happens again, he said seriously, please tell me. I won't let him bother you. Those words surprised her. Kind. As she left the house that day, She felt exhausted, humiliated, because no matter how hard she tried, Sun Eungju's calm, piercing gaze wouldn't leave her mind. At exactly 4:50 p.m., Sun Eungju glanced at the clock. 5 minutes, he muttered. That pervert has no sense of time. His mother turned sharply. Who did you just call a pervert? Sun Hoyo's tutor. Don't talk nonsense. She's a pure, kind child. Sun Eungju smirked. That's not how she looked yesterday. What do you mean by that? She stared like she was examining every inch of my body. Meng slammed her hand down. Sun Eungju, where did you learn such disgusting words? At that exact moment, the door opened. Sorry I'm late, Sei said softly, bowing politely. Sun Eungju watched her closely. Calm, natural, professional. Meng quickly sent Sei upstairs to tutor Sun Hoyo. As soon as she was gone, Meng turned on her son. How dare you speak about her like that? Sun Eungju's expression turned cold. They're not lies, he replied. Then he said something that shocked her. Other than you. She's the first woman who's ever seen my body. You mean, you've never? I have an appointment, he interrupted flatly. Meng sat there, stunned. Over 30 years old. No relationships, no women. Her thoughts spiraled. Could he really be? Sun Hoyo improved rapidly. He listened carefully, trusted Sei completely. And when the acceptance letter finally arrived, Sei congratulated him with genuine pride. For the first time in her life, she felt truly needed. But that happiness didn't last long. At a quiet dinner, Meng finally said it. I want to help you study comfortably. She had waited her whole life to hear those words. Tears spilled down her face before she could stop them. In exchange, I have one request. She asked Sei to observe Sun Eungju. Just for 3 months. Sei was shocked. Meng hesitated. I think my son may be hiding something. I just want to understand him. Sei agreed. When Sei opened the door to her new place, her breath stopped. It was massive. Too much for someone like her. And then Meng's voice echoed in her head. It's right next to my son's place. That night, Sei changed clothes and nervously checked the CCTV. Sun Eungju stood there, still. At the same moment, Sun Eungju frowned inside his own apartment. Why is the camera on? When he learned someone had moved in next door, at his mother's request. So, it's you. Their first confrontation as neighbors. Sei rang his doorbell. Her heart nearly jumped out of her chest. Sun Eungju opened the door wearing a bathrobe, water dripping from his hair. What do you want? He asked calmly. I just moved in next door, she said nervously. I hope we can cooperate kindly. She bowed. His robe slipped. Her face turned bright red. Silence filled the hallway. Then, he smirked. Later that night, he requested the CCTV footage, then cancelled it. I already know, he said. The elevator. Sun Eungju stepped in. Sei froze. He spoke casually. Big houses feel uncomfortable, he said. Feels like someone's watching. Her heart sank. Then, he lifted her sunglasses, pervert, and walked out. At work, Sei learned the truth. Sun Eungju was the chairman's son. A feared managing director. Powerful, untouchable. And now, her boss, the chocolate incident. Trying to ease tension, Sei bought him chocolate. She didn't realize it wasn't chocolate. When he saw it, he laughed softly. You really are bold. She wanted the ground to swallow her whole. Graduation day. No one came. No family. No congratulations. Then someone handed her flowers. Sun Eungju. This is thanks for my brother, he said. He pulled her closer, took a photo. Smile, he said quietly. Then whispered, you did nothing wrong, except staring. Her face burned. As he walked away, he said, congratulations, For the first time, someone said it to her sincerely. That night, her mother arrived, praised her success, then demanded her brother move in. Se felt herself break. And Seongjoo heard everything. Every word, every sacrifice, every wound. And for the first time, he didn't see a pervert. He saw a woman who had never been chosen. Seongjoo stood outside the door, silent. Inside, Se sat on the floor, hugging her knees, both realizing the same thing. This was no longer a game, no longer an assignment, no longer spying. This was dangerous. Because feelings had already crossed the line, Seongjoo stood still outside the door. He hadn't meant to listen, but once he heard her mother's voice, sharp, demanding, dismissive, his feet refused to move. Inside the apartment, Se's voice trembled, soft, controlled, broken. I understand, she said quietly. I'll make room. That was all. No argument, no protest, no anger, just acceptance. Seongjoo clenched his jaw. For the first time, something inside his chest tightened in a way he didn't recognize. That night, Se sat on the floor of her bedroom, hugging her knees. She stared at the unfamiliar ceiling of the luxury apartment that was supposed to represent her freedom. But freedom, she realized, had conditions. It always did. Her phone buzzed. A message from Mung. Did everything go okay? Se typed, then erased. Typed again, then stopped. Finally, she sent, yes, everything is fine. It was a lie. And she hated how good she had become at telling them. The next morning, Se arrived at work early. She kept her head down, did her tasks quietly, avoided one person in particular. But Seongjoo noticed everything. He noticed the way her shoulders seemed heavier, the way her smile didn't quite reach her eyes, the way she flinched when her phone buzzed. At lunchtime, he finally spoke. Lim Se. The office went silent. She froze. Yes, managing director. Come with me. Her heart dropped. Inside the elevator, neither of them spoke. Then Seongjoo broke the silence. Are you planning to move again? Se blinked. No. Your brother, he continued calmly. He's moving in. She swallowed. Yes. Did you want that? The question caught her off guard. She hesitated, then answered honestly. No. The elevator doors opened. He stepped out, then paused. You should have said no. Se stared at his back, stunned. That evening, Se packed one of the rooms upstairs. Her brother hadn't even arrived yet, but her mother's words echoed in her head. Learn to compromise. Don't be selfish. You only got this chance because of us. She pressed her palm against the wall, breathing slowly. Then, a knock. Her heart jumped. She opened the door. Seongjoo stood there. No arrogance, no teasing smile, just seriousness. We need to talk. The truth comes out. They sat across from each other. For the first time, there was no tension fueled by misunderstanding. My mother asked you to observe me, he said calmly. Se's breath stopped. You knew. He nodded. From the beginning. Her face drained of color. I'm sorry, she whispered. I never wanted to deceive you. I tried to quit. Why didn't you? He asked. She hesitated, then spoke. Because she was the first person who ever told me not to worry, and just study. I wanted to believe someone finally chose me. Silence filled the room. Seongjoo leaned back, exhaling slowly. So, he said quietly, did you find what you were looking for? Se met his eyes. He raised an eyebrow. I was supposed to watch you, she said softly. But somewhere along the way, I stopped seeing you as a subject. I saw you as someone lonely. Someone who doesn't trust easily. Someone who protects himself by pushing people away. Seongjoo didn't interrupt. She continued. And I realized I wasn't spying anymore. Her hands trembled. I was just watching you." He laughed quietly. She smiled weakly. Then he stood up. "Lim Se," he said, voice low. "Do you know why I never dated?" She shook her head. "Because everyone always wanted something from me," he said. "My name, my position, my family. You were the first person who looked at me and didn't know who I was. And when you found out," he continued. He stopped in front of her. "That's why I couldn't ignore you." A few days later, Sei's brother officially moved in. The apartment felt smaller, her independence shrank overnight. One evening, after a long day at work, Sei returned home to find her brother complaining, her mother calling nonstop, and her patience completely gone. She locked herself in her room and cried silently. Seongjoo stood again. "Come with me," he said, "anywhere that isn't here." They drove without a destination. Eventually, they stopped near the river. Sei hugged her coat tightly. "You've been carrying everyone else for too long. That's just how it is. That's how it's been forced to be." "And what about you?" she asked. "You push everyone away. You pretend you don't care." He looked at her. Then, her heart stopped. "Not the apartment, not the job, not me. This isn't part of your assignment anymore," he said. He took a breath. Her voice trembled. "Because somewhere between calling you a pervert and watching you endure things you shouldn't have to, I fell for you." Then tears rolled down her cheeks. "I've never been chosen." "Then choose yourself," he said gently. Resolution. The next day, Sei spoke to Meng. She told her everything. No lies, no omissions. Meng listened quietly, then smiled. "I already knew," she said, "that my son had fallen in love." Sei bowed deeply. "I'm sorry, don't be," Meng replied. "You did more than I asked." She paused. "And I'll take care of the rest." That evening, Sei spoke to her mother. For the first time, she didn't ask, she stated. "I'm not giving up my room. I'm not giving up my life." Her mother stared at her, then sighed. "You've grown." Final scene. Months later, Sei stood on the balcony of the apartment. Peaceful, confident. Behind her, Seongjoo wrapped a coat around her shoulders. "You look different," he said. She smiled. "So do you." He leaned down slightly, still watching me. She laughed. "No," she replied. "Now I'm standing beside you." He smiled. And this time, he chose her. She was sent to spy on him. But what she discovered wasn't a secret. It was love. Slow, quiet, earned. And for the first time in her life, Sei was no longer invisible.